Hello and welcome back. I'm Bo.
And I'm Win.
And this is our monthly closeout. Very exciting times. Yes. This is a magic month for us, which means this month is 6 weeks because we do full paycheck budgets. And I didn't want to do the work of like breaking it up to the day and having like...
That's a lot.
Yeah, having like a paycheck like straddle the month. I didn't feel like dealing with that. So this is a full 6 weeks in our month. And the numbers are wildly off because we changed our mind a couple times this month. Which
is all right.
Yes, and that can happen over the course of 6 weeks, and that's okay. That's okay.
For the record, at the end of the day, the reason that's okay is we've been writing everything down. She's been writing everything down. And what that means in practical terms is if we ever want to go back in time and track where we changed our mind and how we changed our mind, it's all written down. The whole thing. Mm-hmm. So, that said, let's get into it. For our inflow, we originally budgeted $6,523 for me. What that really ended up being was $5,932.
Because we decided that we should work towards being a month ahead. So his last paycheck, his third paycheck, is actually going to next month.
It all works out.
Yes.
For her, we budgeted $5,247 and got $5,369. Huzzah! Yep. Other income included $130. We pulled $128 from savings. We rolled over $590. So though we originally budgeted $11,770, what we got was $12,149. A lot to work with.
Yep.
Magical.
Very magical. It's a very magical month. Magical month in addition to getting tax returns.
Yeah.
So it was a doubly magical month. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Then, of course, we did not invest anything because that's not where we are right now. But
soon.
For his spending, let us see.
This will be, I think, our last month of this wonderful rent rate, the $1,225. Previously, I mentioned that landlord cut us a break, and what that really meant was literally told us because we were such good tenants, after the first couple of years, every time we signed a new lease, he kept the rent the same. But he also let us know last time that he doesn't matter how good a tenants we are, he wouldn't be able to keep that up forever. So in the future, it'll be $1,350.
Yep.
And that's how that goes.
Yep.
So paid the rent. Kid bills were budgeted $223, actually $419. There was a dental emergency. There were some things. This is how it played out.
Copays changed because now it's not. Now, like the insurance is trying to not pay for things. It's a mess.
It's wackadoodle. But again, we write it all down so we can keep track.
Yep.
Internet 66 stayed 66. S&M collections stayed 50. Heating, we budgeted for $470. It turned out to be $492.
Because this is 2 heating bills. Because the heating bill from last month came through later than expected. So we ended up paying 2 heating bills within the 6 weeks.
That's the price of magic. No, that's never mind. Student loans, $72. Electric bill, again, we budgeted for the worst it could possibly be, $490. And 2 bills at this time of year came out to $219.
Yep.
Adventures, $50, ended up being $95. And then little adventures and socializing for me totaled up to $59. And then we rolled over $79, which is less than we expected, but it's where we are. So subtotal expected to spend $2,749, actually spent $2,776. Pretty close.
Yep.
With the final remaining $9,021.
Well, that just cover this, please.
Sorry.
I don't want to confuse. Sorry, I don't want to confuse people by always giving both numbers because some people are listening and not watching. They're just listening.
Yeah.
So, like,
Thank you.
yeah. Sorry. But yes, so that leaves us with $9,373, which is more than what we expected, which is great. And then for his saving.
Okay, so we planned to save $441 for the kids. Came out to $308. Personal loans set aside $237. For the emergency fund, big deal, big number, $3,051 set aside for the emergency fund this month alone. Wedding fund, $144. And gifts, $51.
As expected.
As expected. Subtotal there was $3,791, which leaves us with $5,582 left to go.
Yep.
Take it away.
And then we get to my spending. So my monthly bills were $58 as expected. I sent $1,947 this month to his debt, as opposed to the $501 that I budgeted. Yes. I sacrificed some saving for this, but it is worth it. It's worth it because we're seeing the dial move on his debt, and it's great. Dining out, it was $73, which was less than we originally budgeted because we kind of like tightened the reins on that a little bit.
Yeah.
We went over budget this past paycheck, but it's because we tightened the reins pretty hard. And then groceries.
So hungry. So hungry.
I know. Not as many snacky whacks. But we're losing weight too.
Yeah, we are.
We're losing weight because we're not snacking as much. It's kind of great. Groceries got $640, which is less than we originally budgeted for, but that's because we briefly and delusionally lowered the grocery budget for 2 weeks. It's
like, we'll be fine, he said.
Yeah, it was like we cut it down to the dollar. It was not great.
It was not fine.
Correct. And then transportation, $160, less than budgeted originally, but that's okay. Health got $205, which is less than budgeted, but that's okay. It changed my mind. Household shopping got $100 as expected. Birthdays got $10, which is less than budgeted, but that is because we don't really buy a lot of gifts. So
it's more
like
about the experience over here.
Yeah. So like for my budget, birthdays ends up being like extra money to like give people things. So like he bought his aunt a bag of chips as a gift, and like she asked for it specifically, but like birthdays has kind of been like a grab bag for like random gifts for people. So we're gonna cut that budget down a little bit. Clothing got $40, which is half of what was budgeted, but that's perfectly fine. Same with shoes, got $40. Pet food got $30 as budgeted. Personal got $640, which is way more than budgeted and way more than I normally spend for my personal money. But
she works hard for the money, folks.
I do. And like, I don't know. Sometimes I've gotta kick back a little bit and have fun, because if I don't, then I'll go back. It's like crash dieting. Like if you're restricting yourself so much that like you're starving, you're gonna have a cheat day and then you're gonna binge and like gain 50 pounds. It's ridiculous.
So share with us in the comments what's something you rewarded yourself with that you definitely deserved.
Yeah, that'd be nice to hear. But yeah, subtotal for my spending, $3,943, which is of course way more than budgeted. But also, I sent a lot to Dad. I did behave myself.
Thank you.
Part of it. I love you. And also, like, I don't pay rent, so It
You're
kind of
welcome.
it,
It works out.
it balances out. That leaves us with $1,639. And then we go to my saving. $799 to insurance, which is less than budgeted, but that's okay because again, this last paycheck I only budgeted half my check, so I ended up saving less.
And also that's car insurance and renter's insurance.
Yes. Car maintenance got 180 as budgeted. Christmas got 72, which is less than budgeted, but that's okay because the cards are random. The little card challenge that I do is random.
Except for the last one. That was the heart of the cards. I checked.
Yeah, it was. My emergency fund got 283, which is way less than budgeted, but it's okay. It's okay. I was dealing with half a paycheck last time. School got nothing, even though I budgeted 275 because, half a paycheck. Furniture got 51, which is more than budgeted, but we needed it because breaky break. And then wedding fund got 136, which is what's budgeted, and that makes me pleased. We're working towards it. We're getting married next Halloween. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, we are. Go team.
Yeah. So that's a subtotal of $1,511 saved. Leaves us with 128, which we get down to savings spent. Kid birthday.
$50.
$50. And then furniture was $78. His birthday seems so long ago.
Yeah.
It seems so long ago. But that's a subtotal of $128, which is what was left in the budget. That leaves us with $0. So this is a zero-based budget, which of course means every dollar has a job, not that every dollar is out of our bank account.
And the big takeaway here is that if you are writing everything down, it won't take away from anything when you change your mind because you can go back and see what happened. Keeping track of things allows for small mistakes here and there and for emergencies because budget beats broke every time.
And never forget, you deserve financial stability. And sometimes you deserve a little sweet treat. I love you so much and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.